Japan Dyno, the best of Japan to you.
Howdy, this is Andy of Japan Dyno, and I have for you an HKS Super Sequential Blow-Off Valve removed from a Japanese Heisei Juyonen S15 Sylvier. That's a 2002 S15 Sylvier. The SR20 DET engine, Spec R, of course, and in good, tidy condition. The complete kit for the SR20 DET, also good for the S14 Koki, and of course any other vehicle, as it is a universal blow-off valve, but the specific fitting kit for the SR20 DET S15, and as you can see here, in great condition, everything you need here in the kit, and we'll run through some further photos. Very nice and tidy. Close-up of that previous photo showing the valve itself with on the flange, so this very specific flange here. Of course, if the flange is adapted, it will suit any turbo vehicle, as it is an adjustable type valve. Has the tensioning bolt in the back here, as you can see in the back here, so it can be used with any turbo vehicle. Valve itself is a fairly tidy example of the super sequential blow-off valve made by the HKS logo on the top there. Of course, HKS, a famous tuning and performance company here in Japan, and the super sequential blow-off valve, a very famous blow-off valve, a diaphragm type blow-off valve, moves sequentially with the boost pressure pushing from below on the diaphragm, and the nipple here connected to the inner manifold vacuum. When the combination of the inner manifold vacuum and the boost pressure from below is enough to overcome the spring, the diaphragm will move against the spring housed here. Spring is tensioned by the bolt and the locking nut here, and when the diaphragm moves against the spring, it moves with a fluttering movement, creating the sequential type opening and closing of the valve, which runs through the body here, releasing the boost pressure from the front of the valve through the trumpet section of the valve here, creating that very distinctive super sequential blow-off valve sound. So as you can see, lots of little marks, some stains on the valve, but generally very tidy. A mark there, as you can see. We'll go to some further shots around the valve on the other side. Also some marking, but generally tidy and in 100% good working condition. And the back of the unit, as you can see, this is the adjustable type, not the factory set type, so a universal blow-off valve, good for any turbo vehicle. Of course, at the moment set for the SR20 DET Spec R S15, and the nipple here, which connects the inner manifold vacuum, the tensioning bolt and locking nut for the spring, the flange on the bottom here of the valve. The front of the valve has that very distinctive HKS look. With this little valve here is the valve that gets pulled back by the diaphragm, allowing the boost pressure to squeeze around the edge of the valve here, creating that very distinctive super sequential blow-off valve sound. Front of the valve, as you can see, tidy. The window, very attractive, so, and the HKS logo on the top there. So an HKS super sequential blow-off valve for the S15 SR20 DET engine in good, tidy, 100% working condition, made in Japan, from Japan. Thank you.
In order to serve you better, we have our website at www.japandyno.com, as well as our blog, the Japan Dyno Daily Fix, where we feature items of special interest. Look forward to seeing you there.